On a 55-degree day, we welcome you to Red Edmonds Field in Greenville, Tennessee for the 11E rivalry as Carson-Newman takes the 40-minute trek up the road to take on Tusculum on this Tuesday afternoon. On the Eagle Sports Network, I'm Matt Scalzo. Delighted you could join me as Carson-Newman looks to find a way to stop its streak of splits, and they'll take on their rival Tusculum and ace Chelsea Stonecipher here in Game 1 of 2 on this Tuesday afternoon. It is a sun-splashed and beautiful day in the Volunteer State as Malia Smith will lead off in the lefties batter's box facing Chelsea Stonecipher. The ace in the circle for the Pioneers, and the righty comes set and comes home with a first pitch strike to get things going in game number 1. First pitch coming at 12:59 local time. As I said, 55 degrees and sunny, not a speck of any clouds in the sky. The 0-1 home to Smith misses outside, and it's 1-1. Tusculum in its home white uniforms with white pants. On the jerseys, there is Pioneers in block lettering across the chest in black, outlined in orange, with numbers to mirror on the front and the back, with names with the same design on the back. 1-1 comes in and zips outside, 2 balls and a strike to the left-handed hitting shortstop Malia Smith, who comes in batting .436 on the season. It is good for 5th in the South Atlantic Conference. 2-1 from Stonecipher. Hangs outside, 3 balls and a strike now to Smith. Carson-Newman in its alternate all-orange pinstripe look. Eagles written in cursive across the chest with white numbers on the front and the back. White socks with 2 orange stripes on the high part of the calf. The 3-1 is in there at the top of the zone. The count runs full against Malia Smith. The freshman by way of Knoxville, Tennessee, has batted in the leadoff spot in every game this season and starts at shortstop once more. Here comes the payoff pitch. Smith, the chopper, straight back to Stonecipher. She picks it up and throws to first for out number 1. That'll give us a look at this Tusculum defense. Behind the dish is Taylor Hancock. From first to third around the infield, it is Ava Hollows at first. Katie Jones at second. Izzy Wilson is the shortstop. And Ella Mikechek is the third baseman. In center field is Abby Hunter. Kylie Darrow joins her in right, and Abby Cruz is in left as Abby Martin climbs into the righty's batter's box for Carson-Newman. First pitch to Martin is in the heart of the zone, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 hangs upstairs, and count evens up at 1-1 to Martin, who's 4th on the team with a .412 average, enjoying a career senior season with the Eagles. The 1-1 is a touch low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Martin with 27 RBIs. That already beats her career best of 24 that she had 49 games as a sophomore. Here's the 2-1, a wave and a miss as she's tardy on the rise ball from Stonecipher. Levels the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Macaulay Bailey stands on deck, and if it gets any further, it is the third baseman, Grace Gregory. Here is the 2-2. Martin fouls it away. Right over top of my head here on the first base side. So the count stays where it is at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stonecipher comes in with a 9-5 record this season. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss as Martin comes up empty on another rise ball from Stonecipher, puts 2 away. In the top of the first, on the first strikeout for Stonecipher. So here comes Macaulay Bailey in the 3 spot. Grace Gregory bats cleanup and playing at third base. Addie Saunders is bumped up to 5th in the order, playing in left field, with the catcher Anne-Marie Richards batting 6th. Sarah Walker, the DP, is in the 7th spot. Katie Mathena, the right fielder, is batting 8th, and Shelby Armstrong rounds things out batting 9th as Bailey swings on the first pitch and chops a skittering ball foul. Down the third base side, and it's quickly 0-1 against the Senior first baseman who is second in the South Atlantic Conference with a .485 average. And his time is called, and Macaulay Bailey needs a new bat.
No, there's another one. Yeah. Sorry, Grace.
Let's make sure we get that one took out completely.
So a new weapon needed for Macaulay Bailey in the righty's batter's box. They'll put the bat by me just to make sure that if it does disappear, I should have eyes on it. Here comes the 0-1. And Stone Cipher misses downstairs against Macaulay Bailey, who is tracking ever so close to the South Atlantic Conference career mark in RBIs. Comes into today with 235. Here's the 1-1. High pop fly that drifts out of play, foul down the first base side. Count goes to 1-2. She is 4 away from tying Keshawn Boatner's 239 career mark from Anderson, played from 2019 to 2023. 5 more to break that record. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Stone Cipher goes to the drop pitch and gets back-to-back Ks to bring the top of the first to a close. So it's a 1-2-3, top of the first for Stone Cipher. Gives us our first looks at the Tusculum Bats when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Bottom of the first, and it's our first look at the Tusculum Bats as Atiana Stamper settles into the circle. The freshman right-hander by way of Knoxville, Tennessee, starts her 12th game of the season, 15th appearance overall. And the first pitch is in there for a strike right at the knees to the left fielder, Abby Cruz, who bats leadoff for the Pioneers. Ellie Alvarez will bat second. She's the designated player, with Ella Mikecheck in the 3 spot playing at third base. Here comes the 0-1 from Stamper. Goes upstairs with the rise ball, and Cruz lets it go by. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cleanup hitter is the pitcher, Chelsea Stone Cipher, who had a pair of strikeouts in the top of the first inning. Ava Hollows bats 5th, playing at third base. The 1-1 from Stamper. Cruz, a half-hearted swing, cuts through it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cruz standing in the lefty's batter's box. Shows bunt. Stamper comes set, and she slowly rears back. The 1-2. Off the end of her bat, she pokes it foul. Over top the press box behind home plate, and the count stays where it is. The catcher, Taylor Hancock, bats in the 6th spot, with Kylie Darrow, the right fielder, batting 7th. Katie Jones, the second baseman, bats 8th, and Abby Hunter, the center fielder, bats 9th. The 1-2 from Stamper. Cruz, a slow roller straight to the second baseman, Armstrong. An underhand toss to first is in time for out number 1. And the flex player for the Pioneers is the shortstop, Izzy Wilson. Looking at Carson-Newman defensively, Abby Martin is in straightaway center field. Addie Saunders flanks her in left, and in right is Katie Mathena. From first to third around the infield, it is Macaulay Bailey, Shelby Armstrong, Malia Smith, Grace Gregory. And Anne-Marie Richards completes the battery with Stamper. As Stamper comes home on her first pitch. That misses above the zone to Ellie Alvarez, the designated player for the Pioneers. Alvarez comes in as the top hitter on this Pioneers team. The 1-0. Alvarez pulls it in the left field and is down for a base hit. Alvarez records the first hit for either side and puts one on with one away for Tusculum here in the bottom of the first. So Alvarez increases her average, came into today batting .333. And adds another to her team leading 27 hits, now 28, as here comes Ella Mikechek, the third baseman, standing in the righty's batter's box. First pitch, Mikechek turns on it, hoists a towering fly ball to left. Saunders into foul territory, creeps over the line, and makes the grab for out number 2.
The pitcher, number 17.
And so it brings Chelsea Stonecipher, the pitcher, who had a pair of strikeouts in the top of the first inning, to the dish. With a wide stance in the righty's batter's box. First pitch from Stamper to Stonecipher. Dips low beneath the zone. And the count goes to 1-0. Stonecipher on the season is 8 for 24 at the dish. Here's the 1-0. Brushes inside against Stonecipher. She leans out of the way. The count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Stonecipher is tied for the team high with a pair of home runs this season. The 2-0. Stamper goes inside and Stonecipher fouls it away down the third base side. 2 balls and a strike. These two sides don't like one another. They came together 4 times last season. Carson-Newman winning all 4 meetings, including a sweep in the South Atlantic Conference Tournament opening round in Mossy Creek. 2-1. Stonecipher fouls it right off of home plate. Squares the count at 2-2 with 2 away. Despite the edge in the season series, Tusculum got the nod over Carson-Newman for the NCAA tournament. The 2-2 from Stamper is a rise ball that hangs upstairs, and the count runs full with 2 away. So there's a little extra juice behind each of these meetings, especially with how last year went. Payoff pitch from Stamper. Stonecipher can't lay off the rise ball this time. Pops it up out of play for a foul ball. We'll do it all over again on another payoff pitch. All-time, Carson-Newman is 56-18 against the Pioneers, and they've won the last 5 meetings. Trying to right the ship on what has been an up-and-down month of March. 3-2. Called strike 3. Stonecipher watches it go by right at the bottom rail of the zone. And Stamper bookends the bottom of the first with her first strikeout. Sends us into the second. Same way we started. 0-0 between Carson-Newman and Tusculum on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Third baseman, number 47, Grace Gregory.
Pair of zeros put up in the first inning for both sides sends us into the second as it's 4, 5, and 6 in the Carson-Newman order, beginning with third baseman Grace Gregory. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagles Sports Network. Chelsea Stonecipher comes home on the first pitch to Gregory, and it's fouled straight back 0-1. Third baseman Gregory leads this Carson-Newman team with 5 home runs this season and is coming off a series against Anderson that was a tale of 2 games. Here's the 0-1. Off speed from Stonecipher freezes Gregory, and she's ahead 0-2. Gregory was 0 for 3 in game 1 against the Trojans, then 1 for 2 with 4 RBIs in game number 2. She was the final out in game 1 with a tying run 60 feet away at third. Here comes the 0-2. Off the end of her bat, it's a slow roller to short. Wilson snaps it to first, and it is in time by a step to get Gregory for out number 1 here in the second. As I said, for Gregory, it was a tale of 2 games. For Carson-Newman, it's been a tale of 2 games since the calendar has flipped to March. As Addie Saunders digs into the lefties batter's box. First pitch from Stonecipher is a rise ball that races upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Carson-Newman is 4-4 in South Atlantic Conference play. They've split each of its first 4 doubleheaders in conference play. The 1-0, Saunders a blooper to left. It will drift out of play and into the Tusculum bullpen, where a leaping grab is attempted by Danny Beckham, and she comes up empty-handed. So the count goes to 1-1 with 1 away against the left-handed hitting Saunders. 1-1. Saunders fouls it away again, third base side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. But as I was saying, it's been a tale of 2 games for this Carson-Newman team, whether it's a slow start in game 1 and then a resurgent start to game 2 or vice versa. Carson-Newman has not found a way to win both of its games to open up sack play. The 1-2. It's a rise ball that misses upstairs, and the count levels at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Saunders. In the losses, Carson-Newman's been outscored 19-12, but in the wins, they hold a 34-9 edge over its opponents since starting conference play. Another 2-2, and it's another foul ball poked down the left field line by Saunders to keep the count where it is. Head coach Michael Graves feels relatively good after the last 2 splits against Wingate and Anderson last week, 2 very good teams that generally find themselves at the top of the sack standings. 2-2. Called strike 3. Stonecipher freezes Saunders as she goes to the fastball. Catches the top of the zone, and there's strikeout number 3 for Chelsea Stonecipher. That puts 2 away in the second. She has put down the first 5 Carson-Newman hitters in order with 3 strikeouts, as it brings the catcher Anne-Marie Richards to the plate, standing in the righty's batter's box. First pitch to Richards is a rise ball from Stonecipher that misses high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Swing and a miss as Richards is late on the rise ball from Stonecipher. 1 ball and 1 strike. Same can't be said for Tusculum. The Pioneers have been skidding as of late. They've dropped their last 3 overall and their last 5 in conference play since picking up a win over Coker in game 1 of its sack opener. Here's the 1-1. Richards fouls it straight back, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pioneers overall are 11-15 on the season. Team that was picked to finish 5th in the South Atlantic Conference preseason poll, behind this Carson-Newman team that was pegged for 4th. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3, Stonecipher. Another backwards K. That's 4 strikeouts through 2 innings for the right-hander. And she brings the top of the second to a close with a pair of backwards Ks, sending us into the bottom of the second. 0-0 between Carson-Newman and Tusculum in Game 1 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
If you were looking for a pitching duel, you came to the right spot. It is 0-0 through the first inning and a half here on the Eagles Sports Network. Tatiana Stamper home on the first pitch offering to Ava Hollows, and she swings and misses as the count moves to 1-0. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagles Sports Network. Delighted you could join me. Here the 0-1. Hollows turns, drives it deep out to left field, and it is off the wall. Saunders picks it up and snaps it back in as Hollows has a leadoff double to get things going in the bottom of the second. So a leadoff hitter aboard for Tusculum. They have the lone 2 hits as it brings up Taylor Hancock, the catcher. So Tatiana Stamper has given up a pair of hits. She has a strikeout on the day as well. Her counterpart, Chelsea Stonecipher, has been mowing down the Carson-Newman order. First pitch to Hancock, tries to square around a bunt. Fouls it straight back as the count goes to 0-1. Stonecipher with 4 strikeouts through the first 2 innings. The 0-1, Hancock takes and pulls back on the bunt as it misses inside, and the count goes to 1-1. She has 4 strikeouts in the last 5 batters that she has faced. Here's the 1-1 from Stamper. Bunt pushed back by Hancock, picked up by the third baseman Gregory. She goes to first where Macaulay Bailey is covering, and there is out number 1. Advancing up to third goes Ava Hollows on the 5-3 sack bunt. Puts one away with the opening run of this contest, 60 feet away as it brings up the right fielder Kylie Darrow. Rocks 0-0 and will stand in the righty's batter's box. First pitch to Darrow. She's laid on the rise ball from Stamper. The count goes to 0-1. Corners pinched in for Carson-Newman. The 0-1. Stamper stamps it on the outer part of the zone, and it's 0-2 quickly to Kylie Darrow, the right fielder, who is batting .308 this season. Comes in 12 of 39 on the 2026 campaign. The 0-2 is outside from Stamper. Count goes to 1-2 with 1 away. Ava Hollows is over at third after her leadoff double, her 4th double this season. Tries to break this one open. The 1-2, a swing and a miss from Darrow, pops out of the glove of Richards. She picks it up, tags out Darrow, and there is out number 2 on the second strikeout of the afternoon from Tatiana Stamper. Brings up the second baseman, Katie Jones. As she tries to find a way to bring across the opening run of this contest. First pitch is a rise ball from Stamper. This is upstairs as Jones watches it go by. Count is at 0-1. Jones, a native of Greenback, Tennessee, is in her sophomore season. 1-0. Off the mark, and it's quickly 2-0 as Stamper tries to get out number 3 against the right-handed hitting Jones. If the inning continues, it is the center fielder Abby Hunter. 2-0. Popped up, foul ground third base side, and it will drift out of play over top the Tusculum dugout. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 misses inside, 3-1 now. Bases are open if Jones were to walk, but this is a hitter that Carson-Newman can get after. 179 hitter. She is 7 of 39 at the dish this season. Has a pair of RBIs. 3-1. Misses inside. It's a 5-pitch walk to Katie Jones. Puts runners on the corners with 2 away, and here is the 9-hitter, Abby Hunter. Hunter comes in with the 3rd most at-bats this season for Tusculum. This is her 70th. First pitch is a strike at the top of the zone from Stamper. It's 0-1. A .232 hitter this season, 5 ribbies on the year for the junior outfielder. The 0-1. Down and in by Stamper, and shifting out of the way goes Hunter. 1 ball and a strike. Junior Hunter by way of Clemens, North Carolina. The 1-1. Rise ball by Stamper. It is poked out into right field. A high pop-up. Mathena comes on. And the play is routine for out number 2 as Tusculum leaves a pair on the bases, including the opening run 60 feet away at third, and Ava Hollows after a leadoff double. Sends us into the 3rd. Still 0-0 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
Sarah Walker leads off here in the 3rd inning. It is 7, 8, and 9 in the Carson-Newman order, trying to solve the junior right-hander Chelsea Stonecipher. As she comes home on the first pitch to Walker, and it's clipped straight back. And it's 0-1. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagles Sports Network. Delighted you could join me on this sun-splashed Tuesday afternoon in Greenville, Tennessee for the 11E rivalry between Carson-Newman and Tusculum. Eagles trying to snap a skid of splits to open up South Atlantic Conference play. The 0-1. Walker pokes it out into right field. The right fielder moving towards the line, and Darrow is there for out number 1. And it's been 7 up and 7 down against Chelsea Stonecipher to get things going in game number 1. She has retired the first 7, 4 strikeouts for the junior and Stonecipher. Native of Littlestown, Pennsylvania, initially began her career at the now defunct Limestone University as her first offering to the right fielder Katie Mathena misses high and outside as Mathena stands in the Reddies batter's box. .1-0 from Stonecipher. Comes in low as it misses touch beneath the bottom part of the zone. And it's 2-0 against Mathena, who has turned into the everyday right fielder this season. 2-0. This is inside. 3 balls and no strikes against the right fielder Mathena, who's trying to be the first base runner for Carson-Newman here in the top of the 3rd inning. 3-0 from Stonecipher. Catches the inner half, and it's 3-1. Mathena's enjoyed a surge forward in her sophomore season. Was the pinch runner for much of last season. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Mathena got after that fastball from Stonecipher, but was unable to connect with it. The count runs full with 1 gone here in the top of the 3rd. Is it strikeout number 5 for Stonecipher? Here's the payoff pitch. It's fouled away by Mathena. She battles to stay alive. Mathena batting .348 this season. Just had 5 at-bats as a freshman. Here's another payoff pitch. Mathena pops it up. It'll stay on the circle, and it's an underhand snag by the 3rd baseman, Ella Mikechek, who comes over to catch it in front of Stonecipher, and there is out number 2. And it brings up the 9-hitter, Shelby Armstrong. Carson-Newman still in search of its first base runner, let alone its first hit. That was to be expected here in Game 1 between these 2 stars in the circle. First pitch to Armstrong, pops it up, foul ground 3rd base side. It lands between a trio of Pioneers before using some backspin to get out of play. Foul on the 3rd base side. It was Stonecipher, Mikechek, and the catcher Hancock all converging. Maybe about 20 feet up the 3rd base line. Armstrong started the season as one of the starting outfielders, but has shifted into the infield. Here's the 0-1. Stonecipher catches the top of the zone, and it's 0-2 against the transfer from Roane State Community College. Has more recently been splitting time at 2nd base with freshman Reese Winchester. Here's the 0-2 from Stonecipher. Armstrong pops it up. Foul ground 1st base side. So the count stays where it is at 0-2. Stonecipher climbs back onto the rubber. Glove set at her belt. The 0-2 is a drop pitch that skips across the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 away. 0-0 the score between Carson-Newman and Tusculum here in Game 1 on this Tuesday afternoon. Tusculum looking to snap a 3-game skid, a 5-game skid in South Atlanta Conference play as the 1-2 comes in, and it's another swing and a miss. 5 strikeouts for Chelsea Stonecipher for the first time through the order. It has been 9 up and 9 down through 3 innings for the junior right-hander. Her offense looks to pick her up in the bottom of the 3rd when we come back on the other side of this break on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Tatiana Stamper comes home on the first pitch to Abby Cruz. It's a wave and a miss, and it's 0-1 to get things going in the bottom of the third. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. 1, 2, and 3 in the Tusculum order against Tatiana Stamper. The 0-1 dips low as Cruz showed bunt, pulled back as she was running up to meet the pitch. And the count goes to 1-1 against the slapper left fielder who stands in lefty's batter's box facing the righty and Stamper. The 1-1 to the plate. Cruz pop-up right on the circle, and the catch is made by the pitcher in Stamper for out number 1. Soft line drive for out number 1.
The DP, number 21, Ellie Alvarez.
Brings up the designated player, Ellie Alvarez, who is 1 for 1 today. Single to left field her first time up and was the first hit of the ball game. Both hits in this contest belong to Tusculum. Here is the first pitch to Alvarez. She swings on the first offering and lifts a towering pop-up to right field. Mathena charges in, and there's out number 2. It's been a trio of 1, 2, 3 innings for Chelsea Stonecipher in the circle for Tusculum. Tatiana Stamper has dealt with some traffic on the bases. 3 got on her first time through the order. She left the opening run of the contest stranded at third an inning ago, and now she looks for a 1-2-3 frame. Looking to get through Ella Mikecheck, the third baseman. And the first pitch from Stamper is an off-speed that catches the bottom part of the zone, and it's 0-1. Mike checks 0 for 1. Flew out to left field her first time up. The 0-1. It's a rise ball from Stamper that zips upstairs, snagged by the catcher Richards as the count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 from Stamper. This is inside, and now Mike check and the driver's seat, 2-1. Third baseman leads this Tusculum team with 12 RBIs this season. The 2-1. It is a pop-up foul ground first base side. Macaulay Bailey charges over, and there is out number 3. A 1-2-3, bottom of the third inning for Carson-Newman. Sends us into the fourth inning. It is 0-0 through 3 from Red Edmonds Field here on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Now left field for the Pioneers, number 1.
It's the second time through the order for Chelsea Stonecipher, and if it's anything like the first, it'll be quick work. As Malia Smith leads off here in the top of the fourth. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. The right-hander Stonecipher comes home to Malia Smith, who stands in lefty's batter's box. And a check swing is fouled away down the third base line, and it's 0-1. It has been 9 up and 9 down at the hands of Chelsea Stonecipher for this Carson-Newman order. 5 strikeouts for the junior right-hander, the 0-1. Smith waves through it, and it's quickly 0-2. Stonecipher is making appearance number 18. Her 14th start and comes in 9-5 on the season. Her ERA was at 2.30 coming into today. It has certainly dropped through the first 3 innings. Here's the 0-2 to Smith. It is a rise ball. And this is upstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stonecipher has dealt 8 complete games, a part of her 82 innings of work this season. Came in with 92 strikeouts. She has bumped it up to 97. came in second in South Atlantic Conference total in strikeouts coming into today is what I should be saying, as the 1-2 to Smith is slapped foul down the third base side, and the count stays where it is. But for this Carson-Newman offense that has sputtered at times and on other occasions has looked like a potent offense that Carson-Newman has been used to seeing, trying to find a way to solve this star pitcher. The 1-2, Smith pops it up, left field. Here's Cruz charging in, and there is out number 1. 10 straight have been retired by Stonecipher. Brings up the center fielder, Abby Martin, who was the hero in game number 2 against Anderson over the weekend. After the comeback bid fell short in game 1, Eagles jumped ahead early in game 2. First offering to Martin, off the mark, and it's 1-0. Carson-Newman jumped ahead in game 2. The Trojans came back, and then Martin came up with a 2-run single in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0 is at the bottom rail of the zone, 1-1. And the senior tries to kickstart this offense as she has done many a times this season. The 1-1. It's down the chute, and it's 1-2 to Martin. Senior center fielder stands in the righty's batter's box. Stonecipher quickly set, glove at her belt. The 1-2. It's an off speed that is a touch outside and maybe a little high to Martin. Count goes to 2-2 with 1 away. Macaulay Bailey stands on deck as Carson-Newman is in search of its first base runner today. Break even from Stonecipher. Martin drives it down the right field line, and it slices foul. That there is probably the best swing that Carson-Newman has had in this contest against Stonecipher. Wind is blowing in here at Red Edmonds Field. Here's a 2-2 from Stonecipher. It's a rise ball. And Martin watches it go by above her head. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Stonecipher home on the payoff pitch. A wave and a miss from Martin. Strikeout number 6, and there's 2 away. Stonecipher changing the eye level. Went upstairs on the 2-2 to Martin, and then goes right down to the bottom part of the zone. Puts 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. Brings up Macaulay Bailey. There's been a change in the outfield as well for Tusculum. Muriel Dillo is in left in place of Abby Cruz. Rest of this Tusculum defense is unchanged. First pitch to Bailey. It's a strike. His time is called. And a change is made as it's actually now ball 1 against Stonecipher. Potentially an illegal pitch call. So now a rare time here that Carson-Newman is ahead early in the at-bat. The 1-0. Stonecipher goes back low and misses low. 2 balls and no strikes now against Macaulay Bailey. So many times through these first 3 innings and change now that Stonecipher has been ahead, pressuring the Carson-Newman hitters. Here's the 2-0. It's a changeup that catches Bailey off guard. Throws her and loops into the top part of the zone. It's 2-1. Stonecipher's off speed has been well timed. And it comes in right across the letters. Here's the 2-1. Goes back to the fastball. Bailey shoots it straight back into the parking lot. And the count goes to 2-2 as Stonecipher has worked backwards in this at-bat. Looking for her fourth consecutive 1-2-3 frame. 2-2. Chopper on the left side of the infield, picked up by the shortstop Wilson. The throw on to first is in time, and there is out number 3. Stonecipher with 4 straight 1-2-3 innings sends us to the bottom of the 4th here on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Bottom of the 4th inning from Red Edmonds Field here in Greenville, Tennessee. 0-0 the score between Carson-Newman and Tusculum here on the Eagles Sports Network. Matt Scalzo with you. It's the 11E rivalry. Carson-Newman has won the last 5 meetings. Tusculum trying to use this stellar outing from star right-hander Chelsea Stonecipher to set the table for this offense as the first pitch brushes inside against Stonecipher from Stamper, and it's 1-0. Stonecipher's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. She has delivered 6 strikeouts of her own the first 4 innings. The 1-0 is a strike on the outer half from Stamper. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ava Hollows, who's 1 for 1 with a double, stands on deck, and then Taylor Hancock is in the hole. The 1-1 to Stonecipher, turns and drives it down the left field line, but it hooks foul. And the count goes to 1-2. Not a ton of power for this Tusculum team. Just 9 home runs on the season, but 2 of them have come from Stonecipher. The 1-2. This is down and in on the screwball from Stamper. Squares the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stamper 7-3 with a 2.26 ERA coming into today. The 2-2, Stonecipher fouls it away off the end of her bat and bounces it down the third base side. Came into today with 73 strikeouts. She has bumped that up to 75 with a pair of strikeouts the first time through the order. Second time has gotten off to a good start after a 1-2-3 frame in the third. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Stonecipher out in front of the off-speed from Stamper. There's out number 1 in the bottom of the 4th. Stonecipher down by way of the K for the second time in this contest. Brings up Ava Hollows, who roped a double to left field that went off the wall as the first pitch to her is off the mark, and it's 1-0. It was the first pitch ball to Hollows the first time around, and then came the double that hit in basically the middle part of the wall down the left field line. It is 200 to the left field corner. The 1-0. It's a strike as Stamper burns the inside corner. 1-1. It is 200 down the line, 225 out to center here at Red Edmonds Field. The 1-1 popped up out of play straight behind home plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 gone in the bottom of the 4th. The wind is blowing in today, so it is going to be tough to get one out. Although it is a soft breeze currently, was gusting at a higher miles per hour rate earlier in this contest. 1-2. And Stamper induces a foul ball that makes a loud crash, and either that hit off the light pole or that smoked a car. Parking lot is awfully close to field of play. Here's the 1-2. Stamper is just off the mark, maybe a ball inside. It was close. Hard to tell from my angle here on the first base side. Here's the 2-2. Dropping to a knee to catch a piece of it is Hollows. Count stays where it is. Stamper comes set, rocks and deals the 2-2. Hollows another pop-up that goes straight back. And she'll continue to battle in this long at-bat. Stamper came into this at-bat with 46 pitches. He's crossed over the 50-pitch mark. Here's the 2-2. Another close pitch that Hollows lays off of. These are some outstanding takes as that one misses just a touch outside. And so the count runs full. As Hollows looking to reach base for the second time today. Payoff pitch from Stamper. Hollows turns, drives it deep out to left field. Saunders back to the wall. It is gone. Ava Hollows goes deep once again. First time up, hit the wall. This time it's not coming back. Her team leading third home run this season, and Tusculum draws first blood in the bottom of the fourth. On a solo home run, it is 1-0. A 9-pitch at-bat between Stamper and Hollows. And it is won by the freshman. As Tusculum breaks the ice here in game one. First pitch swing, a slow roller to second. Toss to first, and there is out number 2 as Taylor Hancock is retired. Before I could even get her name across, Shelby Armstrong was there to make the play. Hancock with a head first dive, trying to beat the throw, but comes up late anyway. And so here comes Kylie Darrow. First pitch to Darrow.
Come on, Blair.
This misses on the outer half. For Stamper, that is the 11th home run she has surrendered this season. Gave up one her last outing against Anderson in the first inning. 1-0. This is inside. Says home plate umpire Ray Thacker. And so now it's 2-0 against Darrow, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 2-0 misses inside. 3 balls and no strikes. So Stamper that had been dealing with some trouble on the bases, but not too much pressure. Has struggled to get the last few out. And here's the 3-0. It's a strike at the bottom part of the zone, 3-1. So a hitter's count for Darrow. 3 balls and 1 strike with 2 away. Stamper home on the 3-1. And Darrow lifts it straight back and out of play. Working the count full. Stamper working backwards in this at-bat, looking for out number 3. Just trying to limit the damage here to 1 run. Although with how this game has moved along and how Chelsea Stonecipher is pitching, 3-2 bounces in the dirt, and there is ball 4. Second walk issued by Stamper today.
Second baseman, number 22, Katie Jones.
Brings up Katie Jones, who worked the other walk today. That was on 5 pitches. As I was saying, for how Chelsea Stonecipher is pitching, which has been exceptional, no hits, no base runners allowed through 4 innings as the first offering from Stamper. This is high and outside to Katie Jones, and Stamper shrugs her arms out wide, saying, I don't understand where I'm missing. Here's the 1-0. It's in the gut, and it's 1-1. It feels like this game, even just the 1 run, could be enough for Tusculum. Here is the 1-1. Jones lifts a high fly ball to the left. Saunders takes a couple of steps back, and there is out number 3, but Tusculum breaks the ice with a solo home run off the bat of Ava Hollows, her 3rd home run this season. That's 1-0 Tusculum heading into the 5th.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Carson-Newman now trailing as we enter into the 5th inning here on the Eagle Sports Network. It is a 1-0 Tusculum lead after the solo home run from Ava Hollows in the bottom of the 4th. And Chelsea Stonecipher has a cushion, although her first pitch skips into Grace Gregory, and it's 1-0. 4, 5, and 6 in the Carson-Newman order here on the Eagle Sports Network. Matt Scalzo with you. Glad you could join me on this beautiful Tuesday under the sun in Greenville. The 1-0. It's high to Gregory, and the count goes to 2-0. Here's the 2-0. Gregory drives it deep out to right center field, and it one-hops into the wall. It splits the alley, and Gregory is in there with a stand-up double for the first hit of the day for Carson-Newman. So the Eagles finally break through against the star Chelsea Stonecipher. Breaks up not only the no-hit bid, but also the perfect game bid, as she was unblemished through the first 4 innings. As now Carson-Newman puts the tying run on the bases here in the 5th, and it brings up Addie Saunders as the corners pinch in for Tusculum. First pitch to Saunders, misses outside from Stonecipher, and it's 1-0. Gregory, a transfer from North Alabama for much of this season, has been one of the more energizing players in the Carson-Newman order, an emotional leader, if you will. The 1-0. Saunders shows bunt, pulls back as she runs up in the lefty's batter's box, watches it go by low and outside, and it's 2-0. Gregory didn't start her career at Carson-Newman, but has had a long relationship through her playing days with Macaulay Bailey. 2-0. This is upstairs to Saunders, and it's 3-0. For the first time today, Chelsea Stonecipher feeling a bit of pressure. But Gregory has injected this team with a different energy, a different edge for most of this season. Has taken a lot of the younger players under her wing. 3-0. Ball 4, it's a 4-pitch walk as Saunders emphatically tosses her back to the first base side and yells as she goes running up the first base line. The first two have reached against Stonecipher here in the 5th, after the first 12 were retired. Brings up the catcher, Anne-Marie Richards. Gregory at second, Saunders at first. The first pitch to Richards, puts a bunt down the third base side. Picked up by Mike Check. She goes to first where Katie Jones is covering. Puts one away, but more importantly, puts both the runners into scoring position as Gregory goes to third and Saunders to second. Brings up Sarah Walker, the designated player, a freshman by way of Mills River, North Carolina. Has been swinging a good bat as of late. Has 13 RBIs on the season. And the first pitch from Stonecipher finds the inner half, and it's 0-1. Walker is 16 of 54 for a .296 average with runners on this season. Here comes the 0-1. Walker, a bouncing ball up the middle and into center field. Gregory scores. Here comes Saunders. She scores standing up. It's a 2-run single for Sarah Walker as she advances up to second on the throw. And Carson-Newman breaks through here in the 5th. It is a 2-1 Eagles advantage. Walker, with runners in scoring position this season, has been batting .317, and she pushes her RBI total up to 15 on the season as the Eagles bounce back from the solo shot in the bottom of the 4th. 2 runs of their own in the 5th, and they're looking for more. As the first pitch to Katie Mathena is a rise ball from Stonecipher. That misses upstairs. The 1-0 to Mathena. Squibs a roller straight back to the pitcher, Stonecipher. She goes to first, and there's out number 2. Advancing up to third goes Walker. Brings up Shelby Armstrong. She's trying to bring in another run for Carson-Newman. Armstrong's 0 for 1. Carson-Newman had been 0 for 12 against Stonecipher through the first 4 innings. First pitch to Armstrong is off the mark inside from Stonecipher, and it's 1-0. But the first 2 reached on a double from Gregory that one hopped into the wall in right center field, a walk from Saunders. Then the sac bunt from Richards and a 2-run single from Walker, who now stands on third. 1-0. Check swing from Armstrong. It's called a strike regardless, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. Armstrong catches a slight piece of it and fouls it straight back. But in this inning for Carson-Newman, they are 2 for 3 against Stonecipher, a walk and a sac hit as well, or sac bunt rather. Here comes the 1-2 to Armstrong. It's a rise ball that misses high, goes to the backstop, but it is not a very deep backstop here at Red Edmonds Field, and Walker doesn't possess the best of speed on this Carson-Newman side, so she holds firm over at third base as the count squares up at 2-2 with 2 away against the second baseman rather in Armstrong. Had played right field for much of this season, but has found new life on the infield. Here's the break even. Armstrong, a bouncer towards third, squeaks past Mike Check and into left field. An RBI single for Shelby Armstrong, and the Eagles have scored 3 in the 5th. It's a 3-1 lead. And so the entire infield will come in to talk with Chelsea Stonecipher. The junior right-hander had been dissecting this Carson-Newman offense like a surgeon through the first 4 innings. But a pep talk in the 5th by head coach Michael Graves and some urgency from senior leaders on this team and returners in Grace Gregory and Addie Saunders kick-started this offense. And now Shelby Armstrong comes through with RBI number 9 on the season to push the lead up to 2. And it's a 3-run top of the 5th inning as it turns back over to the top half of the order. Malia Smith, the check swing on the first pitch, guides it foul out of play on the third base side. Smith has struggled as of late. Had a tough go-around against an Anderson team that was keying in on her speed. She now tries to keep this inning going. Here's the 0-1. This is upstairs. Armstrong going on the 1-0, and she's in there safely as the throw from Hancock bounces in and caroms into center field. More pressure being applied by Carson-Newman as Armstrong swipes the bag. Stolen base number 3 on the season for the junior in Armstrong. And a runner in scoring position now for Malia Smith. Count is at 1-1. Pitch home from Stonecipher. Misses outside, and it's 2-1. Smith was 1 for 8 in the doubleheader against Anderson on Saturday. She's 0 for 2 today. Here's the 2-1. Smith, slough line drive straight to the third baseman, Mike Check, who is pinching in. And the inning is over, but the damage is done by Carson-Newman. A 2-run single from Sarah Walker, and then an RBI single from Shelby Armstrong. Makes it a 3-1 Carson-Newman lead heading into the bottom of the 5th on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
For the first time today, Carson-Newman has a lead after a solo home run in the bottom of the 4th from Ava Hollows. The Eagles answer back with 3 runs in the top of the 5th and give Atiana Stamper a little cushion as she starts this inning with a strike to the center fielder, Abby Hunter. 9-1-2 due up for Tusculum. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. Delighted you could be with me. Here comes the 0-1 from Stamper. Hunter pushes a bunt to first base. Bailey Fields covering the bag is Armstrong from second base. And she gets there in the nick of time to retire the speedy Hunter for out number 1 here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And now it turns back over to the top of the order with Abby Cruz, who is 0 for 2 today. Ground out and a pop out. So Stamper looking to do what Stonecipher was unable to do in the top of the 5th inning, a shutdown frame to fully swing momentum to Carson-Newman's favor. After Tusculum broke the ice in the bottom of the 4th, Eagles bats came alive, kick-started by a double from Grace Gregory to lead off the 5th. First pitch to Abby Cruz. She pops it up and it will drift out of play on the third base side. The count goes to 0-1. Stamper preparing to go through this Tusculum order for the third time today. Here comes the 0-1. Cruz line drive, and it bounces into center field for a one-out base hit. Cruz's slapper on at the top of this Tusculum order does enough to muscle it out of reach for Shelby Armstrong, and now sets the table that brings the tying run to the plate in Ellie Alvarez. The designated player is 1 for 2 today with a single and a fly out back in the third. First pitch to Alvarez. Hoists one out of play. Down the first base side. Nathina was running over, ran out of room. And the count goes to 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Alvarez, another pop-up, foul ground, first base side. And this just lands to the left of the Carson-Newman dugout. And it's 0-2. I don't have my sunglasses with me today, and the sun is starting to bear down on top of me. I am certainly in foul territory. Not safe here. The 0-2. Alvarez, a check swing, guides it out into left center field for a base hit. It was an excuse me check swing from Ellie Alvarez, and it's back-to-back base hits for Tusculum. Now turning the heat back on to Atiana Stamper as it brings up Ella Mikecheck. So the tying run stands on first base, bringing the go-ahead run to the dish for Tusculum. As Riley Sykes heads to the bullpen for Carson-Newman, and the first pitch to Mikecheck from Stamper. Clips the inner half, and it's 0-1 to the right-handed hitting third baseman, who's 0 for 2. Flew out to Addie Saunders and then fouled out to Macaulay Bailey. Here's the 0-1. Off speed from Stamper, dips beneath the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 delivery. Mikecheck hammers it down the left field line, but it is foul. And so the count goes to 1-2, and maybe these Tusculum hitters just starting to tee up a little bit on Atiana Stamper here. Back-to-back base hits, and now a hard hit foul ball from Mikecheck. 5-3 the advantage in hits for Tusculum. Here's the 1-2 to Mikecheck. Pops it up left side of the infield. Malia Smith calls off Grace Gregory and makes the play for out number 2. Big second out, and it brings up Chelsea Stonecipher. The pitcher and cleanup hitter in this Tusculum order is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. 3 strikeouts total for Atiana Stamper today. First pitch to Stonecipher. Goes low on a breaking ball, and Stonecipher cuts and misses. It's 0-1. Alvarez at first, Cruz at second. Here's the 0-1 to Stonecipher. Swing and a miss. Chases the rise ball from Stamper. And comes up empty. The 1-2, or excuse me, the 0-2. This is up above the zone. Now the count goes to 1-2 against the pitcher in Stonecipher. Stamper comes home with the 1-2. Got her swinging. Stonecipher down by way of the K for the third time today, and Stamper leaves the tying run on the bases. And she picks up strikeout number 4 and sends us into the 6th inning here from Greenville, Tennessee. Back with more with the 11E rivalry on the other side of this break on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Two, 3, and 4 in the Carson-Newman order here in the top of the 6th inning from Red Edmonds Field. Game 1 of 2 in the 11E rivalry. Carson-Newman up 3-1 over Tusculum here on the Eagle Sports Network. First pitch swing for Martin. She laces it into right field, and it's a leadoff single for Abby Martin. So Abby Martin starts this inning off with a base hit to right and puts a lot of speed on the bases for Carson-Newman. The senior is one of the top stolen base getters in the South Atlantic Conference this season. Comes into today with 13. First pitch to Bailey, skips in the dirt. Good block by Hancock behind the dish, and it holds Martin over at first. The 1-0, Bailey drives it out into center field. Catch is made by Hunter, and there is out number 1. So Macaulay Bailey falls to 0 for 3 against Chelsea Stonecipher. Puts out number 1 on the board here in the top of the 6th inning. If Macaulay Bailey does not come back up, it would snap a long skid of her reaching base as the first offering to Grace Gregory misses inside. And it goes to 1-0 as the wind is picked up. And the dirt starting to gust in my face just a little bit. Here's the 1-0. It's in there for a strike. Martin is going. The throw down is late from Hancock, and Abby Martin swipes her 14th stolen base of the season. Came into today 3rd in the South Atlantic Conference in terms of stolen bases, and now she increases that total. Puts a runner in scoring position for Gregory, who roped a double in right center her last time up. Here's the 1-1. Gregory pops it up, and it drifts out of play. Straight behind home plate. And the count goes to 1-2. Stonecipher trying to avoid any further damage for this Carson-Newman offense that has found its groove over the last inning after 3 runs in the 5th. Here's the 1-2 from Stonecipher. It's a breaking ball that Gregory lays off of the drop pitch. And the count squares up at 2-2. Macaulay Bailey has reached base in 51 consecutive games. If she doesn't come back up, she's in danger of seeing that streak snapped against Stonecipher. The 2-2 is an off-speed, hangs outside, and the count runs full. 3-2. Gregory pulls it foul. And the count stays full. Payoff pitch. Gregory's high chopper snagged by Stonecipher. And there's out number 2. The pitcher flashing the leather. Gregory thought she had another hit coming, but the pitcher had other plans. And it puts 2 away. Here's the first pitch to Addie Saunders. Left fielder takes it low and away, and it's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Skips in low, 2 balls and no strikes. To Addie Saunders. Saunders is 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk. Scored a run back in the 5th inning. As Martin in scoring position at second, here comes the 2-0. That's off the plate outside. Saunders worked a 4-pitch walk her last time up, and Stonecipher clearly honoring the hitter that Addie Saunders is. Had 4 consecutive multi-hit games before Game 2 against Anderson. Here's a 3-0. And it catches bottom rail of the zone. Still a hitter's count 3-1 as Saunders was taking all the way. Saunders was 8 for 12 at the dish last week. Here's the 3-1. That's outside, and it's the second consecutive walk worked by Addie Saunders. Puts 2 of the faster runners on this Carson-Newman team. On the bases here with 2 away for Anne-Marie Richards. Saunders has some wheels, has legged out a good bit of triples this season. Has 3 total this year. If Richards can find a gap, Saunders will have some speed going for us. Anne-Marie Richards swings on the first pitch, pops it up into foul ground, straight behind home plate. And it's 0-1. Richards is 0 for 1, a strikeout looking at a second, then had a sac bunt in the 5th that put Gregory at third, Saunders at second, for a 2-run single from Sarah Walker that gave the Eagles the lead. Stonecipher steps off the rubber as Richards calls time, climbs back into the righty's batter's box. Here's the 0-1. Richards turns and pulls it foul down the third base line. That's quickly 0-2. Richards rests the bat on her right shoulder as Stonecipher climbs back onto the rubber. Here's the 0-2. And a check swing from Richards. She pops it up straight to the second baseman in Jones. And there's out number 3 in the top of the 6th inning. Carson-Newman leaves a pair on as we head into the bottom half. It's a 3-1 lead for Carson-Newman over Tusculum on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Bottom of the sixth inning from Red Edmonds Field in Greenville, Tennessee. It's a 3-1 lead for Carson-Newman over Tusculum here in Game 1 of the 11E rivalry. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. Delighted you could join me. Atiana Stamper settles back out for her sixth inning of work. And the first pitch is a ball to Ava Hollows, who's the lone hitter that she has not been able to solve today. Hollows is 2 for 2, a double off the wall and left, and then followed it up with a solo shot to left her last time up. Here's a hard hit ball on the 1-0. It is hit straight to the shortstop Smith, and she is retired for out number 1.
The catcher, number 19,
And so
Taylor
Stamper
Hancock.
finally cracks the code against the first baseman, puts one away, and here comes Taylor Hancock, the catcher. Had a sac bunt in the second and then grounded out to second in the fourth. First pitch to Hancock is a curveball that hangs outside from Stamper, and it's 1-0. Stamper has gone the distance in her last 3 starts. Here's the 1-0. Popped up, foul ground, first base side. Bailey into foul territory, and it's an underhand basket catch for out number 2. And Coach Michael Graves shaking his head over at first base.
It's a good thing she can hit.
And there's 2 away.
Outfielder double zero, Kylie Darrow.
As it brings up the right fielder, Kylie Darrow, who's 0 for 1. First pitch swing, Darrow pops it up, shallow right field. Armstrong, the second baseman, takes a couple of steps onto the outfield grass. And there's out number 3. It is a handful of pitches in the bottom of the 6th for Stamper. And it's a 1-2-3 frame that sends us into the 7th. It's a 3-1 lead for Carson-Newman over Tusculum here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
Top of the 7th inning as Carson-Newman looks to take game 1 over Tusculum. They look for some insurance as it's 7, 8, 9 in the Carson-Newman order. Sarah Walker, Katie Mathena, and Shelby Armstrong against Chelsea Stonecipher. First pitch to Walker. Muscles it out to second baseman Jones, and there's one gone. Soft line drive. Looked the other way by the right-handed hitting Walker and puts one gone. And here comes Katie Mathena, who's 0 for 2. A pop out and a ground out. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. Delighted you could join me for this on this sun-splashed Tuesday afternoon. Mathena turns and drives one out to right field on the first pitch she sees from Stonecipher, but the catch is made by the defensive sub Andrea Davis. Puts 2 away. brings up the 9-hitter Shelby Armstrong. An RBI single her last time up. And the first pitch from Stonecipher rises above the zone, 1-0. Stamper made quick work of the Pioneers in the bottom of the 6th. Stonecipher trying to do the same in the top of the 7th to give her offense a chance, chasing 2. The 1-0 is off the mark to Armstrong. 2 balls and no strikes. This is a Carson-Newman team that was ranked inside the top 25 for the last 4 weeks up until today. They dropped outside the poll, but they're still receiving votes as they try and avoid a split. 2-0 to Armstrong. Is off the mark, touch inside. 3 balls and no strikes here. As looming on deck is the top of the order with Malia Smith. Here comes the 3-0. Armstrong was taken all the way as it comes in right down Main Street, 3-1. So Armstrong settles in a hitter's count, 3-1. Stonecipher climbs back onto the rubber. Right foot out in front. Here comes the 3-1. Armstrong skitters one on the ground, foul, third base side. And the count goes full. Here's the payoff pitch from Stonecipher. Armstrong off the end of her bat fouls it away. Another payoff pitch on the way from Stonecipher. Off speed, called strike 3. Armstrong leaned out, watched it go by, and there's strikeout number 7 for Chelsea Stonecipher, but the first one for her since the 4th inning as Atiana Stamper heads out looking for the final 3 outs here in Game 1. Carson-Newman up 3-1 over Tusculum on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
Eight, 9, and 1 in the Tusculum order, due up in the bottom of the 7th as Atiana Stamper looks for 3 more outs to take Game 1 for Carson-Newman over their rival Tusculum in Game 1 of the 11E rivalry. It's Katie Jones to lead off. First pitch swing. It's a chopper to the shortstop Smith. She gobbles it up, snaps it to first, and there's one gone. Stamper's been letting her defense make plays behind her today, and especially true over the last inning and now first out here in the 7th. Through a handful of pitches in the 6th that ended in a ground out and a pair of pop outs. And now here's the 9-hitter, Abby Hunter. First pitch to her. She swings and lines it into left field for a base hit. It nestles in front of Saunders. Russ hustling to second goes Hunter. Now she's caught in a rundown as the throw from Saunders came in. But no one's covering first base. As Bailey was chasing after her, tossed it to Armstrong, and when Bailey went to cover second, there was no one back at first base, and it was easy for Hunter to retreat and avoid disaster with a one-out base hit. So the tying run now comes to the plate with Abby Cruz. First pitch swing for Cruz, and she fouls it straight back. And it's 0-1. For Carson-Newman this season, they've outscored their opponents by a good margin in pretty much every inning this season outside of the 7th. Coming into today, they are just +2 in the 7th inning. 25 runs for, 23 against, as Cruz chops one straight back to Stamper. She goes to second for one, snagged by Smith, who was covering the bag, and puts 2 away. There's sometimes been a level of concern for Stamper and her fielding ability, but she's looked good today. And so here comes Ellie Alvarez, who represents the last hope for Tusculum, as Abby Cruz is now over at first base after the fielder's choice. The first pitch to Alvarez is an off-speed that's in there, clipping the bottom part of the zone, and it's 0-1. Alvarez is 2 for 3, a pair of base hits, and sandwiched in between is a fly out to Katie Mathena in right. Here's the 0-1. Alvarez, hard hit line drive, picked up by Smith. She'll snap it to first, and that puts a bow on things as Stamper buckles down and picks up the win here in Game 1. A 3-run fifth by Carson-Newman carries them to the victory as Stamper does a great job in the circle. Doesn't throw too many pitches and does her job. She stays below the 100-pitch mark for the first time in a little bit in her last handful of starts as Game 1 comes to a close after about an hour and 34 minutes. That one moved along steadily as Game number 2 will look to get going right around 3 p.m. as it's listed on the schedule. As we look back at Game 1, it was Sarah Walker who went 1 for 3, had the 2 RBIs that gave Carson-Newman the win. And now Eagles will look to get the win in Game 2 as Lorelei Spradlin's peeking around, trying to figure things out. You want to say hi, Lorelei?
Hey, Eagle Sports Network. Shout out Matt here. He's doing a great job.
Lorelei just wanted to say hello, and that will close things out here in Game number 1. The Eagles pick it up 3-1, and they improve to 24-8 overall in the season. Tusculum drops to 11-16. The Eagles are now 5-4 in conference play. Tusculum's 1-6. They've dropped their last 6 in conference play. And Carson-Newman's now won 2 in a row. They'll try to make it 3 in a row and pick up their first sweep of the season when we come back for Game number 2. Till then, Matt Scalzo saying see you in a few on the Eagle Sports Network.